Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Those are the men who I learned this truth from. Those are the true prophets of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, if you want to believe that or not. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I'm going to show you this TikTok, and I'm going to bring some precepts out, man. All right. This is real spiritual, all right. It may be cringy, but it's spiritual, man. All right, it's an omen. I don't want to say omen, but it's spiritual. All right, and I'm gonna show you why. All right, but listen. Yeah, you hear you hear this that working generation is gone, man. The people in Babylon the Great, in so-called America, which is biblically Babylon the Great, they don't want to work no more, man. They see what this place is going to, man. It's going to shit. All right. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, if they know that yet or not. But, there's just no incentive anymore, man. All right. The wage of, not the wage, the price of living, all right, has gone up. All right, the price, just everything, all the prices, all right, the cost of living has gone up, man. All right. Groceries, everywhere taxed here and there. But our wages, minimum wage, has stayed stagnant, man. All right. So there's just no incentive, man. You got to work multiple jobs. You got to have a side gig. You got to make money, passive income now. People are like, everybody's like, what happened to a good old 9 to 5? You can't have a good old 9 to 5 and make ends meet, man. All right, because people got kids, people got family members to help out, and a good, 9 to 5, making 15, even 20, even 30, ain't gonna cut it, man. All right, you gotta at least make $40 to $50 an hour, man, to make it work, especially in these cities. So I live here in Wichita, Kansas, and the cost of living is going up. It's good, it's cheap living here, but it's gone up because people are moving here to Wichita because of the cheap prices, the cost of living here, which the more people that come, the higher the higher the cost of living is, man. All right, goes, all right, higher the inflation goes, all right, but but people, that working spirit is gone, man. Because Esau Edom is the so-called white man who's ruling the world, who's ruling America. Is an unjust power, is an unjust king. All right, only the devil would do this, man. All right, and the cost of living going up and up and up and up and up, and the minimum wage and the wages are stagnant. All right, so you have to hustle, man. You have to have multiple jobs. You have to learn how to sell on Amazon, learn how to have passive income, etc. All right, learn how to sell homes, for you to have extra money, to even save money. All right. And then Esau Edom, the white man, so-called white man, taxes us for every single little thing, man. He taxes us for water, air. You gotta spend $1.50, for to air up your tire. All right. If you die, that costs money. You get a girl pregnant, that costs money. All right. Just for someone being born. All right, that costs money. You parking somewheres, that costs money. Your electricity, your gas, your water, buying wood, all right? You can't even collect water, all right, because that's illegal. Why? Because Esau, you don't want you to get, he doesn't want you saving money. He wants full control over everything in your life, all right? He wants us down and struggling, all right? He wants us oppressed, all right? So he could have full control over us, man, all right? Because if we have freedom, we're going to have more time on our hands to meditate on the Lord, meditate on the truth, man, all right? And the more time you have on your hands, all right, the more time, you have to open up your eyes and look around and how wicked this world is, all right? I don't know what that was, but yeah, man. Esau the white man don't want you having time in your hands. He wants all of your time, on working, making money, so you could pay this bill, so you could pay this tax, so you could, buy the newest shoes, another car, all this food, you don't have time to even sit back and breathe, man. All right. So of course, I don't blame this Southern Kingdom Jake, this girl, man. I don't blame her. Yeah. The scriptures say, we gotta work, or we don't eat. You gotta work for your food. To be a beggar, isn't even worth living if you're a beggar, man. All right, it's better off you die. Thus saith the scriptures. All right, if you're a beggar, living off somebody, that's because what's the point of living, man? All right, but even though women, Israelite women aren't supposed to work anyway, but that's what comes with feminism. Being an independent woman, I could do this, I could work, I could have multiple jobs, that's what feminism has done. Got the woman out of the house and working and putting pants on, But, this younger generation realizes, or it's in their spirit, if they realize it or not, that, there's just no point to working anymore, man. And plus, our women aren't supposed to work anyway, And knowledge has increased because the internet, and social media and, just the world in general has sped up, and it's going on overdrive, and, it's faster and faster. So, people are learning and finding out how wicked this place is. All right, the things of Esau have been searched up. So people are realizing, man, that it's just not worth working anymore, man. We're not even going to work these 9-to-5 jobs. And if we do have a 9-to-5, we're not going to put our all heart into it, man. All right, we're going to find some other way to make money. Meanwhile, I'm going to work this 9-to-5 and just be, clock in as late as I can and clock out as early as I can, and put the least amount of effort in it, because it's not worth it anymore, man. This place is captivity, man. All right, this is not even the kingdom of heaven. So why would you put your whole heart, soul, and mind into a place that isn't, your kingdom? Your Lord and Savior isn't exalted here. It's not. He's not worshipped here, man. All right, nobody exalts the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua other than the elect. The majority of people on earth, they don't even know the name. That they hear it, it goes in one ear and out the other. Like, what? Who is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? I don't know, who. So this place ain't worth it, man. all right? Putting your whole heart, mind, and soul into this place. This place is going to be destroyed by 200 million nuclear missiles, thus said the Bible anyway, So everything that you see around you, the couch that I'm sitting on, all right? The window, the PlayStation 5, your car, your family members, if they're wicked, they're going to, your own clothes on your back, your whole closet, your whole house, it's all going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, all right? And not even your body is going to make it into the kingdom of heaven. Just your soul, your spirit, man. Because we're going to get new bodies, all right? All right? So what's the point of, going hard, for work, And like I said again, our women aren't supposed to be working anyway. All right, thus saith the Bible. It's the man's job, to be making the money, for the house, for the household. And the woman's job is supposed to be at home, taking care of the kids, man. And if she wants to know something or do something, it has to be under the authority and the authorization of the household, her husband, Same with the kids, man, It sounds odd, alien. It sounds, how do you say it? It don't sound right. But that's the truth. That's how it was in the ancient day, and that's righteousness. That's righteous order. It don't sound right because this world isn't ran by righteousness. It's ran by wickedness, So, these people, the woman, the woman could go work. She could do what she wants, You can't tell her what to do, It's her life, my body, my choice. And where has that gotten you? Suffering at work, complaining that, you don't got a man, complaining that men don't love you, that a man can't love you. It's hard to find love. You're depressed. I don't know the percentage, but almost every woman, every girl has a therapist, Why? Because this is the way it is in this kingdom, man. All right? There shouldn't be another man telling you, how to live, It should be your husband, man. All right? See, this system, this world, all right, Esau Edom has put himself, in front of, Eve, all right, and us. So Eve, her husband, she's married to the system, man. If she wants to say that or not, if she wants to believe it or not, that that's what it is. All right. All right. She respects her boss, the so-called white man, the authorities, more than us so-called black Latino Native American men. All right. All right. Why? Just because we're not in authority, but just because we're not in power, And since we're not in power, since we're in captivity, just like Eve is, she's not going to respect us. She doesn't respect us, So of course she's going to be wicked towards us, man, and not respect us, and do what we say. All right. Because that's part of the curses, man. All right. And us men, us Israelite men, we're not innocent either. All right. There's a lot of men, Israelite men, leaving, the house, being deadbeats, but most of the time, why does the Israelite man, leave the house? Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, it's because Eve, all right, is wicked, man. You know, she don't want to listen. You know, she yells and gives her man a hard time, calls the cops on him. You know, lays her hands on him. Throwing stuff at him. You know, verbally abusing him, giving him no rest. You know, being absolutely wicked, acting like demons towards, her husband, her man. You know, and we can't take it, man. You know, a man can only take so much. So that's why most of the time, the Israelite man, leaves the house. You know, because she forces him out. She pushes him out. All right, why? Because she has Daddy Esau. All right, to lean back on, man. The system to lean back on. Esau will pay her. Esau will take care of her. All right, the white man will take care of her. So there's these programs and the system, incentivizes you, Eve, Jake women, Israelite women, to do so. All right, they get paid to do it, man. All right, having multiple kids with multiple men and being single and being an independent woman, there's incentives, man. But it's lucky for going off, going on a tangent. This video is about, the spirit, that this youth is in, the spirit that Jake is in now. There's no incentive of working, all right? Which, hey, it's spiritual because in the kingdom of heaven, which is very soon, man, the kingdom of heaven is very soon. None of us, no Israelite man, woman, or child will be working, man. All right? We're not going to be working, man. Our women aren't going to be lifting a nail, if they don't even have to set foot on the soil if they wanted to. We're going to have handmaids and servants, of these other nations taking care of us, all right? Serving us. If we want them to turn off the light, if we want them to, massage our feet, pick us up, carry us, which we're going to be able to fly anyway, all right? But just for, we don't even have to move if we wanted to, man. We're going to have servants for that, man. The heathens, all right? So that working spirit, it's leaving us, man, all right? It's spiritual, man, all right? Because we're royalty, man. Thus saith the Bible, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahshai, we're royalty. You so-called black women, black men, Israelite men, Latino men and women, Native American men and women, we're royalty. We're gods among men, all right, among mortals. Yeah, we're in a low state, all right. We're beaten down, we're in slavery, we're in captivity, but the Lord put us here in this low state, at the bottom of the bottom. Why? Because we went against our power, man. We wanted to commit sin and iniquity, all right. So that's why the Lord got us in this state. But a remnant shall return and has a return, man. All right. Starting off with the men of great millstone on down. All right. All right. And they're waking up the hopeful elect. They're warning the world about Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right. And telling the whole world, that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. Yahushua is returning soon. He's going to set things in order, rightly in order, man. Righteous order. All right, and the world is going to be new and perfect. The world is going to be new, all right? All right, it's going to be no more sickness, no more crying, no more, death, no more pollution, no more, dying animals, all right? For the nation of Israel, all right? Because Esau's going to be dying, and reincarnating, and same with these heathens and some of the, the animals. But yeah, man, the kingdom of heaven is going to be great, man. We're not going to be working at all right? We're not going to have to work 9 to 5 jobs, and making sure that the light bill is paid, or the internet bill is paid, or this bill is paid, or having to make sure, this and that. That time is coming, man. All right, and it's very soon, man. That's why the men of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, all right, is pushing and suffering for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, doing all that they can, all right, for the Lord, so we can be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven. Because once all the elect are sealed, that remnant is sealed, then the Lord's going to come, and then the kingdom of heaven. And we're not going to be we're not going to be suffering no more, man. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. It says, "For the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, will have mercy on Jacob." Who's Jacob? The Israelites, all right? "And will yet choose Israel," all right? The Israelites, all right? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? "And set them in their own land," which is Israel, Jerusalem. "And the strangers shall be joined with them," all right? All right, who are those strangers? All right, the Israelites that have been, outside of this truth. All right, that are strangers, to this truth, man. All right, that are Israelites. All right, it's not talking about heathens. Okay, it says, "And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." All right, verse 2, "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." All right. So these heathens, the so-called white men, and these other nations that have been ruling over us, all right, looking down upon us, saying all wickedness and doing wicked acts upon us, all right, and torturing us and giving us hell, buck breaking us, whipping us, killing us, slaying us, and murdering us, robbing us, raping us. They're going to be our captives, as we were their captives. They're going to be our captives. All right, they're going to be working, not us. Just as we're working now, they're going to be working, right, in the kingdom of heaven. And this is all very soon, man. All right, when the Lord returns. "Whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." Verse 3, "It shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow." All right, let me read that again. "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow." All right, we're not going to be working no more. All right, "And from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve." All right. And, there it is right there, man, in the kingdom of heaven, which is very soon. We're not going to be in bondage no more. We're not going to be working no more, man. We're not going to be serving these heathens no more, working 9 to 5, all right, busting our behind, breaking our backs for this devil anymore, man. Verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath this oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke." And who's that? The so-called white man, all right, who's been, whipping us, all right, taxing us, giving us hell upon hell upon hell, all right. "He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest." This is in the kingdom of heaven. All right, the whole earth is going to be at rest, because why? Everybody's going to be following the law, statutes, and commandments, and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, which bringeth life. All right, the whole earth is going to be at rest. The creatures, the earth, the weather, all right, the people, all right. "And is quiet, they break forth in singing." Verse 8, "Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us." All right, there ain't going to be no heathens, waging war upon us, because we're going to have all the power. And if they try, we're going to just snap our fingers and bang. They're going to be messed up, man. All right, we're going to mess them up. All right, because we're going to have ultimate power over you heathens. All right, 5 minutes, okay. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming is stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth it hath raised up from their thrones, all the kings of the nations. Verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right, who's this speaking about? America, the so-called white man who's ruling the earth. All right, and this is his downfall, man. All right, he's gonna be brought down to, to a low estate that he's supposed to be, man. All right, and you see it around us, man. All right, strung out on drugs. All right, meth heads. All right, killing, them committing suicide because their society's falling. All right, them bugging out. All right, exposing themselves. Shoot, look at Biden, man. Look at how much of a fool he is. All right, making a fool out of this country, man. All right, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All right, this only fits the so-called white man. All right, all the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory. Even it's like every one of his house, of his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet. But yeah, man, that's Esau's fate. But I got the point, man. We're gonna be, we're not gonna be working no more, man. And that's the spirit of Jake now. That's how that TikTok, was spiritual, man. I had some more precepts, on deck. I'm not gonna get to all of them. I'm gonna get at least one more. Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. I'm gonna read it real quick. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. Right? We're cursed. That's why most of us have to have to take on a 9-to-5 job. We gotta work. Why? Because we're in captivity, man. Behold, this day we are in our captivity. All right. That's why you gotta work. Work at McDonald's. Work at Amazon. Work here and there. These sweatshops. All right. Because we're, it says, thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities, sins of our fathers. All right, and we are our fathers and forefathers. We were those same people back in the day, in the ancient days, committing all those sins, and we're doing it again. All right, that's why we're catching hell from the Lord and the heathens, which departed from the Lord our power. I'm going to leave it at that. I pray that this was edifying to the whole full elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash, DTA, about Dwal. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.